As we walk through life, we often find ourselves chasing after fleeting dreams and desires. But have we forgotten the greatest treasure that is always within our reach? The treasure of dua. Let me share with you a powerful lesson, one that will open your heart and mind to the infinite mercy and generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has opened His vast treasures for us. He says in the Quran, "Call upon me, I will respond to you." And He is the only one who promises to never let us down, to never refuse our sincere call. Imagine you have a magic lamp. Every time you rub it, a genie appears to grant you all your wishes, from wealth to fame to power. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? I used to daydream about such fantasies too. I would imagine myself the richest person in the world, scoring goals at the World Cup, or even sharing a cup of coffee with Al Pacino. But these were just fleeting moments of fantasy, a form of escape from reality. But then, something changed. I realized that the treasure I was seeking wasn't found in dreams or illusions. It was already in my hands. The true treasure is the ability to call upon Allah, to raise our hands and ask Him for whatever we need. Dua is our magic lamp, but it is much more powerful than any genie. It's a direct connection to the Creator of the heavens and the earth. When you make dua, you are not asking from someone who has limits, someone who might run out of resources. You are asking from the one who owns everything, the one who has no shortage. Allah's treasures are infinite, and His mercy is boundless. The prophets, peace be upon them, were masters of dua. They never hesitated to ask Allah for the impossible, knowing that with Him nothing is impossible. Take the example of Prophet Zakaria. He was an elderly man, and his wife was barren, yet he asked Allah for a son. Despite the odds, Allah gave him a son, Yahya. Then there was Prophet Sulaiman, who asked for a kingdom that no one would ever have after him, and Allah granted him that kingdom. Even Prophet Yunus, while trapped in the belly of a whale, made dua. His situation seemed hopeless, yet Allah answered his call. Prophet Musa too, when he and his people were thirsty, called upon Allah, and water flowed from a rock. These examples show us that no matter how dire the situation, the power of dua is unmatched. The prophets knew who they were asking, Allah, the all-knowing, the generous, and we should have that same certainty in our hearts when we make our own supplications. Now you may wonder, but what about my sins? How can I ask Allah when I've faltered? Don't let that hold you back. Allah is the most merciful. He doesn't just answer the prayers of the pious, He answers the calls of the sinner too. Don't be shy, don't hesitate. Allah is near, and He is waiting for you to call upon Him. He says in the Quran, "And when my servants ask you concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me." When you ask Allah, ask with full conviction. Trust in Him. His response may not always be what we expect, but it is always what is best for us. Allah knows what is good for us, even when we cannot see it ourselves. Sometimes we may think we know what we want, whether it's a job, a relationship, or wealth. But remember, what we want may not always align with what is best for us. Allah sees the bigger picture. He will answer your prayers, but He may delay the answer or give you something better than what you thought you needed. So don't ever feel that your dua is too small, too big, or too difficult. Ask with sincerity and always believe that Allah will respond in the best way possible. Remember, the gates of Allah's mercy are wide open. Ask and you will receive. Be patient, have faith, and keep asking. Let's make dua our strength, our weapon against hardship, and our source of comfort. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always listening, always ready to grant us what is best for us. Don't hesitate. Make dua with all your heart, for the one who answers is never far away. Thank you for watching. May Allah grant you success in this life and the next. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.